going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Fishing GrubbZ. We are actually here at Dick's Sporting Goods in Warwick. And I've been here a bunch of times, and I've been passing by this thing numerous times, and I figured today would be a cool day to figure out whether or not it'd be worth it to buy one of these things and share that experience with all of you, but I'm gonna do it in a different sort of way. So this is what we got, folks. I don't know if you've got seen this in your Dick's Sporting Goods. You get the Mondo kit, the Guggen Squad Mondo kit. It tells you what's in that, right? We might even substitute and get one of those. But they have these bass fishing kits, mystery tackle box style. They're 20 bucks. The question for me is this thing worth it? Is this worth 20 bucks? So maybe like one of these things is worth 20 bucks. Maybe this one isn't. You know, they could be all garbage. A couple of them could be good, a couple of them could suck. I don't know. It's a mystery. I don't know what the hell's in here. 5 to 6 awesome baits from top brands around the world. So this is supposed to be a mystery. If I buy 3 of them, are they all gonna have the same lures in them? Who knows? So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna get not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5. Five of these mystery tackle boxes to see whether or not buying one of these mystery tackle boxes from Dick's is even worth it. And we're gonna and seeing whether or not buying more than one from Dick's is worth it. Do they all have the same shit? Who knows? We're gonna figure that out. All right, guys. So let's take all these up to the counter, pay for them, and then go back to the office and check it out. Look at this. Fish blood all over me. I just got out of work, guys, so I'm a freaking disaster right now. Also, one quick thing, I noticed that all these boxes have different numbers on them. 17, that's 8, a bunch of 17s. 47, 43, they all have different numbers on them, so if you don't want the same base, make sure you get boxes with different numbers on it. That's what I'm guessing. We made sure we got 5 different boxes with different numbers. What's going on, everybody? Back at the office, and we have 5 mystery tackle boxes from Dick's to open up right now, and we're going to tell you our thoughts and what we think about these boxes, whether or not they're worth it. We are on Team Monster Bass, so you know straight up that we're going to be brutally honest about whether or not we think these boxes are worth 20 bucks a piece. Because we here at Fishing GrubbZ, we work with the better box. In all seriousness, I've gotten mystery tackle box. In all seriousness, I've gotten mystery tackle box in the past. It was years ago, and I enjoyed it. It does the same thing as Monster Bass. It takes you outside of the box. It gives you things. At least for me, it's given me things that I don't always use. Now, the thing about mystery tackle boxes, it's not dedicated to like the time of the year and the part of the country that you live in, and those are 2 things that Monster Bass really dives into. The thing that mystery tackle box does that Monster Bass doesn't do is mystery tackle box puts out multiple different species. Now, all of these that they sold at Dick's are all bass fishing kits. See, they're all bass fishing kits. Like I said before, I found out afterwards, they all have a number. So we have number 43, number 9, number 37, number 12, number 17. Notice more 17 than anything. So since we noticed number 17 more than any of the rest of them, let's go ahead and open this one up first. We're going to open up all 5 of these boxes right now. We're going to tell you our thoughts on whether or not you should be going out to Dick's and buying a $20 box so you don't know what's in it. Let's go into it. So, oh, I see. Let's see what's up here. It's a mystery tackle box in a box, right? Let's see what we got. Like this. I like it. Spinnerbait by Z-Man. That's sick. It's a nice looking spinnerbait. It's a Power Finesse spinnerbait. It looks a little bit light. Yeah, it's a 1/4 ounce spinnerbait. Little card that tells us what's in the box. Tips and tricks stuff. Eagle Claw. Eagle Claw hooks. In my personal opinion, Eagle Claw is literally the worst hook company out there. They make super cheap hooks. And I'm not a fan of them at all. Not in any way. Not in any way, shape, or form. These are Plano hook pack. It looks like multiple different sizes of hooks and different styles of hooks. Some offset, some possible bait hooks. And this is one thing I would never use and will never use. Next up in the box, a Weston prop bait. Hypo Twist is the name of it. Looks like a whopper plopper. And that, on the other hand, folks, is something that yours truly will definitely throw. Maybe we'll do a comparison video next summer. This looks pretty dope. We're gonna have to see how this works in the water. But by the looks of it, this thing is sick. I wonder how much that is alone. This bait alone is going on some places for 18 bucks. Looks like 16 bucks. eBay 14 bucks. That's most of the box right there. So that's pretty cool. You have some cross style baits. I know a lot of you guys kill it on cross style baits. I never do. And then these worms actually look really cool. The only crappy thing about worms for me is that I don't feel right unless I'm throwing something that is stinky and salty, or salty. So that's why Gary Yamamoto baits are my favorite, because they are super freaking salty. These smell like plastic and have absolutely no salt taste to them. But the cool thing about these is the tail that they have. These are gonna give off a lot of action in the water. And, you know, most hard baits that I catch lots of fish on don't smell or taste like anything. So this like crazy tail that this thing has might do really well. This is something we're gonna have to try out. That's that. In this box, for me, 2 lures that I would love to use, and 3 things in it that I just wouldn't use at all. So let's make a couple piles, folks. We'll have a pile of baits that we wouldn't use, and a pile of baits that we would use, and at the end, we'll see how many of each there are. Actually, let's put a maybe pile. Those worms are a maybe. Box number 43. The same card that tells us what's in here. Same stupid thing. A freaking crankbait. Now, in this month's Monster Bass box, we got 2 freaking crankbaits. In the last one, we got like 2 freaking crankbaits. I barely ever throw them. Honestly, I'm sick of seeing them. Another crankbait. So, and this one is the original Castaic. Looks like some off-brand garbage. Nope. Big Bite Baits. This is a company I really enjoy. They put out really good product. Fortified with bite juice. Let's crack this open. This is a creature bait. Now these are something I can get behind a little bit more than a craw. It's still a craw type of imitation. Still smells like plastic and tastes like plastic, but a lot of action you can get out of that. Put this in the maybe pile. A jig. For most of you, this is a huge yes. I, on the other hand, barely ever throw them, but I want to get better at them because I know they catch big fish. So right now, we're going to take the jig, we're going to put that in the maybe pile. Pack of must-add hooks. These are 4Os. These are exactly the kind of hook I would use to Texas rig one of my Gary Yamamoto Senkos. This is a definite yes. Definite yes. Then, Bass Dynasty. Best baits, period. This is the dirty plum color. It almost has like a swim bait paddle tail on the bottom. Oh, it has it on both sides. This looks absolutely sick for a wacky rig. Now again, don't ever feel right throwing anything besides Gary Yamamoto. This is different. This is something different. I've never seen anything like this. Gotta take a look at it. Gotta smell it and taste it. It's soft plastic. It smells like plastic. Tastes like plastic, but this wacky rigged, that looks killer. I'm not gonna lie, that looks absolutely unbelievable. That's going straight into the yes pile, folks. Oh, hilarious. This is by Catch 'em All Fishing. YouTube fishing star. Catch 'em all. Catch 'em all! The same sticker in every one of these boxes. Really got creative with that. This is box number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Same old tips and tricks garbage. Starting it off with a jig. Again, not really a jig guy. Need to get into them. Going in the maybe pile. Alright guys, these are some really odd looking stick bait hooks. 5 bites to go. Pen hooks. Yeah, I mean, I try those out. You never know. This is the weirdest freaking thing I've ever seen. Looks like it's broken. One treble hook. Nowhere to hook this thing. This is really dumb. That hole goes right through it. Then there's literally a treble hook in a bag. And then this thing. Okay. This is a line through lipless crankbait. That is super weird. Not very into it. Has reasons why. So the bait can quickly come through cover, and the whole purpose of a line through is so that the fish can't use the leverage of the weight of the bait to get off the hook. But a line through lipless crank, a line through soft plastic swim bait I can get. I still haven't even really gotten into that, but this is really odd and definitely a no for me. It's going to the no pile. This looks like a great shaky head bait. It's a Semitus baits. I forget how to pronounce this. It's made in the USA. I believe it's made somewhere near Mass. Their stuff is great. This is definitely a shaky head bait. I totally use that. The Z-Man TRD Hogs Drew's Claw. If there's a company that I love almost as much as Yamamoto, it is Z-Man. Their minnows are one of my favorite small swim baits. Their Ned Rig baits are phenomenal, and this is one of those. I could totally throw this on a Ned Rig. The elastic they use, the Elastec, if you will, is unbelievable. This is fantastic. Looks great. Probably works great in the water. They stand up beautifully. This is a 100% yes, I would use it. And in this box, we got a different freaking sticker. Fish on. I guess they know us here at Fishing GrubbZ. So bait number 4, or box number 4, not a bad box. Not a bad box at all. Worth 20 bucks. I think I would have paid 20 bucks for the very first box we opened. The rest of them, I don't know. It's hard. Box number 37. This generates a lot of trash, by the way, if you're wondering. A lot of trash. Box number 37. A bigger Z-Man spinnerbait. Sling blades. This is a 3/4 ounce. This thing will get down deep. This thing looks fantastic for fall spinnerbait. Deeper water, deeper drop-offs. Fan-freaking-tastic. Yes, we would use it. Very much so. This stutter step, I've seen this before from the makers of Rattle Trap. This is the stutter step. I believe this is a top water hard bait. Seen it, never used it. Will I try it? Yes, I will. Couple more 4.0 Mustad hooks. They're getting really the exact same thing. Ned bait, tiny pack of claw. Probably I'd never use it. And the X-Zone Floating Worm Pro Series Deception Worm. This looks like, again, another shaky head style bait. It could probably work out really well. So, but I just never would really use that. But we'll put it in the maybe pile. And again, the exact same stickers. We have 3 of the same stickers. There. 1 box left. This is box number 12. Alright, we're open. Some 2 card stupid things. Another pack of these ridiculous hooks. We have 2 of those. So, not that happy about that. This is a Yozuri bait called a knuckle bait. Have you ever seen anything like it? Like a spinner bait, but instead of a spinner, it's like this big circle thing, and it's all in Japanese, I believe. Yozuri makes killer products. Will I try this? I gotta try it. It's a 3D prism ball. you kind of want to try it too, don't you? There's a couple things that I'd have to say are my favorite things in here so far. That's up there. That might even be number one. Lipless crankbait. That Booyah puts out great product. Would I throw it? Yeah. Probably not. Really? This time of year it'd be great. Holy shnikes, out of 5 boxes, we have 4 of the same sticker. Another craw imitation. So this is just kind of getting old. It's also an X-Zone. So we have 2 of the exact same things. And a Ned bait that's a little bit smaller from a different brand. Last but not least, another weird sight tail worm. Those are the exact same as well. Both in green pumpkin, so they're even the exact same color. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 6 things that we would never use. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things that are maybe and very much leaning towards probably never. We're looking at 14 things we might never use right there. They're like literally just gonna take up room. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 things we would definitely use. Overall impressions of these boxes, not that great. These subscription tackle boxes sometimes have worked out really freaking well for me because I've had this stuff that I don't use on my person. The bite's been tough and I've just switched to something that I would never use and I've hit a big fish. And that's happened to me a couple times. The first time I threw a Ned rig, I caught a really big fish. So that being said, these things here in the yes pile, making me think outside of the box. This one, not so much. A finesse spinnerbait, never throw finesse spinnerbaits. And I also never throw, really heavy spinnerbaits. So both of these things, thinking outside of the box, I think those can get done for me in certain situations. I'm really pumped. These Ned rig, like craw style-ish almost, Drew's Claw. This is hands down one of the best baits we've seen. This, since I absolutely love wacky rig, that's top notch. These, I've seen plenty of them. This doesn't make me think outside of the box at all, but they work great, especially this time of year. These 3 baits interest me the most. This Insane Thing by Yozuri, the Weston almost whopper plopper deal, and this crazy stutter step 4.0. So out of a gazillion baits here, I have 3 that impress me, that make me think, something different is here. Something that I'd really actually want to try is here. Not something like that I would probably pick up on my own, like a spinnerbait. This is it for me. Out of all the baits that they have, these 3 baits really stick out. It came in 3 separate boxes, so we'll give them that. But the repetitive stuff going on over here, the repetitive stuff with the hooks, it's not really doing it for me. So would I ever do this again? Probably not. Would I buy a mystery tackle box at Dick's again? Probably not. Do I suggest you do it? Well, that depends. Are you new into fishing? Do you really want to try some new baits and try some new things? For me, I really think I should. I think like the jigs that I came with, probably should try these out. They're both totally different, and I need to start fishing jigs. The cross stuff, although I might never even touch it, I can pair that with these jigs, and I probably should, because I never do that. I need to like literally force myself, especially this spring, to go out and fish with jigs more. But most of the time in the springtime, all I want to do is throw a chatterbait around, because that just is kind of what I'm into these days in the springtime when things are still really cold. I want a moving bait. I want to find life. But I should start thinking outside the box. So I don't know. I have mixed reviews here. For those of you out there getting into fishing, trying some of these subscription tackle boxes might be the way to go for you. If you just want to stick to the stuff that I know works the most, Gary Yamamoto soft plastics. They work the best. And you know, you can watch some of my other videos and some of my other, you know, some of the hard baits that I really like to use. Z-Man products, they always work well. The BBZ Rat is unbelievable if you want to get into big swim bait fishing. The Whopper Plopper, hands down one of my favorite baits of all time. Frog fishing is God. And that's just me, you know, those are like some of the things that I'm really into. If you're just getting into fishing and you want to try new things and step outside of a box, maybe you're really in a smaller box. You know, I've tried a lot of these other things. Shaky head, I've caught fish on it, doesn't really do it for me. Drop shot, I love drop shot. There's no real drop shot baits here. Ned rig, I'm really getting into. But right now, I'd rather throw a Yamamoto that's packed with salt and has more flavor to it so the fish don't let go, as opposed to some of the stuff that we see here today. Being from Monster Bass and now doing some things with outlet bait and tackle. Would I recommend Monster Bass and outlet bait and tackle over mystery tackle box? At this moment, yeah, I probably would. Although I have not seen anything cool like these three things in my Monster Bass box in a while. Although we have had some really insanely cool boxes. Those three things really jump out at me. And they're the saving grace of this entire project, if you will. Guys, if you enjoyed what you saw here today, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell as well. If you have any questions on any of this stuff, let me know. And you know what? Let's do a giveaway. So all the no stuff and the maybe stuff, and let's see, why don't we just give away everything. Literally, absolutely everything, except for these three things. We're going to do a challenge video on these in the springtime. So I'm saving these three baits later, and then this pile of stuff we're going to give away. So to win the giveaway, all I ask is that you comment down below what your favorite bait in this entire setup would be, and we'll pick a winner next week. This is what we got. Actually, I'm keeping these too, and I'm going to keep these for the Ned rig. Okay, so I'm keeping 5 things. We're going to give the rest of it away to you. We're giving away all of this right here. Comment down below which one of any of these, even the ones I kept, which one you think you would like the most, and tell me your thoughts on mystery tackle box, Monster Bass box, the outlet bait and tackle. What do you guys think about these subscription tackle boxes? Leave that kind of comment down below for me, and you'll be entered into the giveaway. That's it. We'll catch you on the next one. Have a good day, guys. See you tomorrow. Fish out.
Gonna finna jump for this shit off top when I speak, all cap with the speech till they caught up in the rapture. I'm so out of line with the phrase game. Let's take a break, been a long day. Hit your line, what you fall through with the light sticks. Maybe help me spark the ideas. We got nowhere else to go, it's only up from there. I've been on my own, just running through the field, say vivid for the ears. I know that's how they like.